You should flip.
Oh,
We're coming live from the 161st Newspaper Convention. The NBA has just canceled its season. Here to comment, the mayor of the Newspaper Convention and the vice admiral of the Baked Beans, Boston.
Hello.
Starting first with the mayor.
Hello. I am the mayor of the Newspaper Convention, and I am proud to bring the Newspaper Convention to millions of viewers worldwide around the world for the 161st Annual Newspaper Convention.
Woo!
To address the issue of the NBA closing the season, I am not concerned or worried about that. I am more concerned or worried that we are in the third day of the second month of the Newspaper Convention.
And what does that mean historically?
Historically, we do 1 month of newspaper and another month of convention, and a lot of overlap between the two. It's hard to go into detail exactly. Maybe furthering this I think I might have had a bad batch of baked beans. We're running low on baked beans. I'm going to turn it to the
Vice Admiral of the Baked Beans, Boston. Here to comment, Vice Admiral.
Hello. It is a tremendous honor to be here, so I have brought a present for the mayor of the Newspaper Association. As you can see here, it is a cat that is on a pumpkin's face.
It's always a pleasure to be in your presence, Vice Admiral, and it is always a pleasure to be receiving great gifts from such a high member of our society. Thank you,
It's great
Mayor
to see respect
Cornelius.
in times of tragedy. It's great to see that.
Thank you, Mayor Cornelius. Okay, so, everyone please take a seat. The NBA, the National Beans Association, has come to a close. It is one of the greatest travesties the newspaper and bean-loving community has ever gone through. I don't care if you're...
What does the history mean to you, sir? The history.
Listen, history is important, but here's this.
Well, as
Hear this. I don't care if you're garbanzo. I don't care if you're pinto. And I don't care if you're a black bean lover. The NBA coming to a close is the greatest travesty ever. Ever! And that goes back to the great Irish potato famine, which is a distant cousin of the beans. So, I would like to turn the field back to Mayor Cornelius of the Newspaper Association in regarding to his plans about what we're going to do.
Well, to put everything in perspective for all of you outside viewers who may have not had the privilege to enjoy the Boston baked beans at the Newspaper Convention. Today is the third day of the Newspaper Convention, and historically, on the fourth day of the Newspaper Convention, that is when all of the different sections will get together and present their different problems and ideas. And in order for them to do it effectively, they need to have a belly full of Boston baked beans. It's one of the traditions that we always have done.
It's a wonderful tradition, if I must say.
And I am honored and honestly quite impressed with the Vice Admiral being here today. He is not a historian of the Newspaper Convention, but he understands the history and the respect.
And the integrity, correct?
Well, we're at risk. We're at risk of losing the integrity.
We may have lost some integrity.
There has been 160 newspaper conventions that have gone on for 2 months as planned, and
would we lose the integrity if you don't finish the second month, sir?
If we don't finish the second month of the Newspaper Convention, integrity will be compromised. It will be compromised.
Let me put it this way. The integrity of this great gathering would be compromised, just as if, I'm going to give you a metaphor.
Sir, he just said the integrity would be compromised. Say something different.
It's not going to be, it's going to be difficult. Yeah. Cornelius, please, take a second.
My great-grandfather, my great-grandfather emigrated from Bosnian Beans, Herzegovina.
I'm sorry to hear about that, sir.
And no,
why is that a problem? It's a beautiful place to be from.
It's a tremendous honor that he was received as the best newspaper in the world at the convention. This was in 1907.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Thank you. And then he became the mayor of the newspaper convention and has been running it smoothly for the past 160 years. And then my grandfather, he took over and he brought the second month in. He implemented the fourth day of the second month, which is tomorrow, which I'm really nervous about, the integrity being lost and the buzz.
Does this mean nothing to you?
This quite literally means nothing to me. As the vice admiral.
How can you
of
say it
Big
means
Beans.
nothing to you? You misrepresent yourself. You come here and give me a pumpkin. You misrepresent yourself. You misrepresent the whole NBA. The whole NBA. The newspaper convention's integrity is out of sorts, sir. It's out of sorts.
Cornelius, take a breath and just look at the cat face. Now, let's get into the NBA. The National Beans Association is going to remain closed for about 2 weeks, and then after that short trial period, beans will be back to being consumed. Listen.
But are they Boston? If they're not Boston, what are we doing?
Listen. I am going to find a way to get the great state of Boston, Massachusetts beans. Not just any beans, but Boston baked beans.
Is Boston a state, sir?
Yes.
I would like to say...
I also forgot that Montreal was a state. That is all. Thank you.
I would like to say my closing remarks. As the mayor of the newspaper convention, I will always honor the newspaper convention and its history, its integrity, and its beans-loving community. And I will honor you, sir, that you will make the correct decisions for the NBA and its premature closing during the newspaper convention, the most productive and popular time of the year for the NBA to be working. I trust you will make the most safest decisions for the newspaper convention.
Thank you. That is all. Thank you for coming.
It's great to see respect and community in this time of great tragedy.